there, and welcome to Module 1. What is generative AI? Whether you're curious about AI, unsure where to begin, or just here to explore, you're in the right place. This module is part of the Green River College Excellence in Teaching Collaborative, and we are so glad that you're here. But first, a quick quiz to get us started. True or false? You can go ahead and you can click on that link. It'll take you right to the quiz. You can scan the QR code or you can go to the link on your screen and tell us what you think, true or false. All right, what do you think? Yeah, that one's false. That's surprising to some people. Here's another one. Generative artificial intelligence is similar to human thinking when it arrives at its answer. Go ahead and take the quiz. You can scan that QR code or you can enter the link on your screen with that code. I'll give you a couple seconds to do that. True or false? That is also false. Let's explore why. Generative AI refers to systems that can create new content, things like text or images or code based on patterns in data. Unlike predictive tools like spell check, generative AI produces entirely new responses based on the prompt you give. That, of course, is problematic as an instructor, right? Because students want to use this. Um, that is what generative AI is. All of these systems are trained on massive data set and they respond to user input in real time. Here are a few helpful terms. An LLM, or a large language model, is the underlying system trained on billions of words, usually scraped across. A token is a small unit of language, about 4 to 5 characters, that helps the AI process text and make predictions. So generative, in this context, refers to the AI's ability to generate a new response based on probabilities, not intent or consciousness. Some familiar tools that you may have used when you're exploring AI could be ChatGPT for text generation, and there's several text generators. Something like Dolly or Midjourney for image creation. There's GitHub Copilot for writing code. And there's Grammarly, which enhances writing using AI. These tools all rely on patterns, probabilities, and prompts. It's essentially a lot of a computer doing a lot of predictive math. It's not thoughts or feelings or understanding that we're dealing with here. So how does generative AI create responses? Essentially, you type a question, the model searches through its training, and it predicts a reply, word by word, or pixel by pixel, if you're doing some kind of art generation, based on the patterns that it has learned. Generative AI doesn't think like a human, like a person. It truly does predict what is most likely to come next, based on everything it's seen before. So one of the most important takeaways from this is that your prompt absolutely shapes the output. I hear so many times, and we hear this often in e-learning, that generative AI, you can tell when it's generative AI. And often that is because the prompting isn't what it could be. So one takeaway from this very beginning lesson is that your prompt shapes the output. A confusing or vague prompt will give you vague results, like this one on the left, design a lesson. It's not clear. It's just simply quite confusing. If you're more structured, you're going to get a better output. So a clear, specific prompt like this: you are a literature professor, design a 60-minute lesson on Macbeth for a college class, including 3 student activities. That's much more clear. It could be much better than this, but it's definitely better than the example before. But don't worry, you're going to get to practice prompting in depth in Module 2. But if you're ready to experiment and you want to try some things out right now, go ahead, try it yourself. Open up ChatGPT or Claude or another AI tool and enter this prompt. Write a welcome announcement for a new online course in biology. Make it friendly, clear, and under 150 words. And then I want you to change it up. Take the response and ask whatever generative AI tool you use to do stuff to it, like make it sound casual, translate it for ELL students, make it sound like Brene Brown, anything like that. I want you to play with this and see what you get. The key terms recap. I want to make sure that you know this. We're going to be using these terms throughout the course. So we have that LLM, that large language model trained on billions of words and thoughts, ideas, art. A token, it's a tiny unit of language, about 4 to 5 characters. And a token is what an LLM uses to get an answer for you. It trades a bunch of tokens around to come up with a string of text. A hallucination is a confidently wrong or made up AI content. You see that often. A prompt is the instructions that you give the AI, and generative AI produces new content, not just selections. As a reminder, this is a no judgment space. We're here to explore, to grow, and to learn together. Thank you for being part of this learning community. Go ahead and get started on your activities for this next couple of sections, and I will talk to you soon in our next video.